Hi, my name is Rebecca Scaramucci and I will be demonstrating Yoga 6 Slow Flow sequence number 2. That being said, we're going to start in downward facing dog, and I will say that I would have told students to have blocks close by as well as a strap. So please begin by coming into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, step it up in between the hands. Hands can be on your blocks as you push into the ground to lift the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, soften the shoulders down. Keep your right knee bent and try to straighten your back leg, pulling that back heel towards the floor. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pivot and drop the back foot down. Bring your arms out towards the front and the back of the mat, extending fingers in opposite directions, keeping hips open towards the side of the mat. Warrior 2. Inhale as you lengthen your arm forward, bring your forearm onto your thigh, left arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach that arm over your head, pulling your middle finger towards the front of the mat. Inhale, push into the ground as you lift your right arm up towards the sky and bring it over towards the back of your mat. Inhale, coming to bring your hands to either side of that front foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Exhale, drop your head, pulling your hips up towards the sky, lowering the heels towards the mat. Inhale, the left leg up. Step it up in between the hands. Again, blocks could be your friends here. Pull that back heel back and bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, soften, lowering that back heel down. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Exhale, tee out your arms towards the front and the back of the mat. Warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower that forearm down. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring that arm over your head. Ground into the pinky toe side of that back foot. Inhale, push down into your feet to pull your left arm up and over. Exhaling, bringing that arm towards the back of the mat to reverse your warrior. Inhale, cartwheel your arms to either side of that front foot. Left foot meets the right foot. Exhale, back into your downward facing dog. Hips stay lifted. Inhale that right foot up. Step it up in between the hands. Reaching those arms up towards the sky. Exhaling into your lunge. Inhale, pivot that back foot. Extend the arms out. Exhale and soften shoulders. Inhale, reaching forward, dropping arm, extending upper arm over. Exhaling, pulling longer. Inhale, push into your feet, reach the arm back and over. Exhale, bring hands to frame up the front foot, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg up, step it up in between the hands, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, soften, low lunge. Inhale, open up, hips towards the side of the mat. Exhale and soften. Inhale, arm reaches down. Exhale, reaching arm over your head, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands pivot towards the front of the mat. Step that front foot to meet the back foot, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot up. Pull the arms up. Exhale, soften. Inhale, Extend the arms out, bend the right knee. Warrior two. Inhale, bring forearm down, reaching up and over, extended side angle. Inhale, right arm over your head. Exhale, bring the hands to frame up the front foot, step it back, pull the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, step it up in between the hands, rising to extend your arms up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, open up the hips towards the side of the room. Exhale, soften shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Lower arm down, extend up and over. Inhale, as we bring our left arm over our head, exhaling into our reverse warrior. Inhale and exhale, hands step up and bring towards the front of the mat, step it back, downward facing dog. And breathe. Inhale, look up in between your hands, step your feet to your hands, lower your head, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, exhale, release. Inhale, the right foot back, lift the arms up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen up taller, pull that back heel down, and on the exhale, tee out the arms and lower the back knee for lunge dips. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, reach down. Inhale and breathe into your high lunge. Inhale, exhale, frame up the front foot. Step that front foot back to meet the back foot, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up in between your hands, step your feet to your hands, lower your head. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step that left foot back. Inhale, rise, arms reach up for your lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, pull up tall. Exhale, bend the back knee. One more time. Inhale, long. Exhale, close to the mat. Inhale, lift up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands to meet the front foot. Step it up. Lower the head. Inhale, that back foot towards that right foot towards the back of the mat. Rising, and hold your pose here. Keep the front knee bent and breathe. Inhale, exhale, open it up. Bring the hips to square to the side of the mat. Inhale as you straighten your front leg and reach the arm up and over to reverse your triangle. Inhale, exhale, frame up the front foot, step that front foot back to meet the left foot and breathe. Inhale, look up in between the hands, step the feet to the hands, lower the head. Inhale, right foot steps back, reach the arms up to the sky. Feel your high lunge. Sorry, I did the wrong side, so we're going back. Here we go. And breathe. Inhale, as you pivot that back foot, open up your arms to a T. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, bring the arm over the head, reverse your triangle. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, bring the back foot up to meet the front foot. Let the head go. Inhale, bring that right foot back. Pivot and drop that back foot. Tee out the arms. Feel your warrior two. Inhale, reach it forward. Lower your forearm down. Bring your right arm up then bend the elbow behind you to take your half bind. Bring that right shoulder back to deepen the twist. Exhale and soften. Inhale long as you push into the back foot, and exhale, soften. Inhale to release. Exhale, bring the hands to frame up the front foot, and we're going to hop switch to the other side. So we're going to give it a little momentum here. Inhale and exhale to switch. Inhale, lift yourself up, open up the hips, coming into your warrior two. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, drop forearm, reach arm over your head, and bend at the elbow behind you. Again, you're keeping your heart open. Inhale to release, exhale to frame up the front foot, and breathe. Inhale, look up in between your hands, step your feet to your hands, exhale, and let it go. Inhale, half lift, exhale, drop, bring your hands down, step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank. You can lower onto your knees, eventually lowering all the way to your belly. Exhale and let it go. Inhale to bend your knees, grab hold of your feet, and when you exhale, push into your feet, lift your chest and your chin for your bow. Breathe in to pull up and get deeper into your back bend. Exhale and soften everything down. Release and let it go. From here, just have your blocks where they're not getting in the way. We're going to tee out our arms. So our inhale is our arms are teed out. Exhale and just soften into that pose. On the next inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky. You're going to roll over to your left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, slowly bring that arm to the floor and release and let it go. Inhale, the left arm up, roll onto the right shoulder. Breathe in, inhale, long. Exhale, lower it with control, and again, let that go. Inhale, hands to either side of your chest. Tuck your toes, push yourself up to tabletop. Hands are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. And on your next inhale, pull your hips up to the sky, straighten your legs, pull the heels towards the ground. Feel your downward facing dog. Inhale, look up in between your hands, step your feet to your hands, exhaling and softening your head down. Inhale to a half bind, exhale, release, toes to touch. Inhale, push into your feet, bend your knees into a deep seat and extend your arms up. Inhale, bring the arms out. Exhale, clasp the hands behind you. I want you to see that the knuckle of the hands are together. That's really going to get into your shoulders a little bit more. Pull those hands towards your seat, deepening your bound chair pose. And breathe. In, exhale, perhaps sit a little deeper. On the next inhale, push into your feet, straighten your legs, release your arms alongside you, and then place the hands into a heart position. Bring your hands into steeple position. Root into your feet. Inhale, push down to lift up towards the sky. Cradle your head in between your arms and grow tall. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, lean right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, lean left. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, release the hands back to heart. Coming into our standing pose. First, engage the core. Really squeeze your inner thighs together. Feel nice and strong and straight, a straight spine. You can start with your hands on your hips, and you're going to bring more weight into the right foot as you bend the left knee. Inhale, as you lift that foot, grab hold of your left foot with your left hand on the inside of your foot. Again, engage your core. Inhale, as you push that foot into the hand, extend your arm forward for dancer. Inhale, nice and long, keep reaching forward and pushing that foot into your hand, and breathe. If you need to keep a little bend in the front knee, that's fine. Eventually, you may be able to straighten and lengthen more. Inhale, exhale to release. Let it go, maybe a little shake out. And coming back to that nice, strong warrior pose. Inhale, as you bring more weight into the left foot. Hand can be on the hip, and you're bending your right knee. Inhale, as you lift that foot off the floor, grab hold of it, again, towards the thumb. Exhale to soften and just feel steady. Inhale, as you push that foot into the hand, extend the arm forward and breathe. How's everybody doing? Okay, we're getting there. Breathe and let it go. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, reach the heart and the chin forward, drop the head. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back. Either lower your knees or just come down from your plank. Inhale to your baby cobra or high cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step it up in between your hands. Lift to high lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, grab your hands, clasp them again, and be mindful of having the heel of the hands together for a bigger shoulder stretch. And reach those hands towards that back foot. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Airplane arms behind you, or keep that clasp as you reach forward for humble warrior. You could stay right here, or you can bring your head down towards that front foot, taking a look at the foot behind you. Try to keep that right knee from going out to the side, staying aligned with the front big toe. Inhale, push down into your feet to lift yourself up, to release the clasp of the hands rising up towards the sky. We're going to inhale as we pivot our feet heel to arch alignment, straighten the front leg, and exhale, reach the arm over to reverse your warrior. Inhale and exhale. Bring your elbow behind you for that half bind. Keep the half bind. Inhale as you bend the knee, bring your forearm onto your thigh. And here's where you can try the full expression, the full bind, using your strap. If this is enough for you, stay here. Otherwise, you're going to get a hold of that strap, bring that right arm underneath, and hold onto the strap, pulling the strap apart as you bring that left shoulder up towards the sky. Exhale, breathe, extended side angle with that full bind. Inhale, exhale, release the strap, leave it alongside you. Bring your hands to frame up the front foot and step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Once more, you can lower the knees or Lower all the way down. Inhale into your back bend and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up, step it up in between the hands, rise to lift. Inhale long, exhale, bring the arms behind you, open up that heart, feel that back bend. Exhale, reach the chest and the chin forward, perhaps lowering the head. Again, squeeze your inner thighs together so your left leg doesn't jolt out to the side, stays towards the center. Inhale, push into your feet, release the clasp of the arms, tee out your arms and straighten your leg. Inhale, reach that left arm up over your head, reverse your triangle. Inhale, bend the knee, forearm to the thigh, extend your arm up, bend at the elbow, half bind. Again, here, great place to stay. But perhaps you're exploring, grabbing hold of that strap, reaching right shoulder back, twisting the heart open. Inhale long as you twist a little deeper. Exhale and soften. Inhale and release. We can let the strap go over to the side. Bring the hands to frame up the front foot. Step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Let it go. We're going to want to make sure that we have our blocks close by us. They're really going to help us in our next pose here. Let's first inhale to rise. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and take a breath. Inhale and exhale. Step your left foot back and open up your hip like you're going to be in Warrior Two. Heel to arch alignment. Reach your arm forward with an inhale. Place that right hand on the block, which is about 6 to 12 inches in front of your foot on the pinky toe side. Reach your heart forward, inhaling. Exhaling, lift your back leg, have it flexed, and lift your back arm for supported half moon. Breathe and feel. If you need to take a small bend in the knee, that's fine. You're pushing down to lift up. Inhaling, growing strong, engage the core. Keep that left arm lifted. Perhaps you can bring the gaze towards the side of the room as well. Inhale, exhale, bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Release and let it go. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Look up towards your hands. Exhale, back to heart center. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Inhale, the right foot back. Open up the hip. Here we go on the other side. Make sure your block is there where you can reach it. We're going to inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, bring your hand to that block. Engage your core. You might even put your hand on your stomach first. And then twist your heart open. Keep that back foot flexed. Exhale and soften into this pose. Inhale as you engage the belly, pulling the right arm up. Breathe and feel. Inhale, exhale, bring that back foot up to meet the front foot, lower the head. Inhale, root down into the feet to help lift you back up. Exhale, come forward, chest and chin, lower head, forward fold. And that is part 2 of Slow Flow Sequence. Thank you.